súper tedioso. Se me hace un poco cansino este juego, ¿vale? Este en comparación con los otros 4, o los otros 3, que diga, los 3 anteriores. Esta cuarta entrega se me hace un poco pesada el hecho de jugarla. ¿Por qué? ¿Vale? Porque es como si no has guardado partida y tienes que volver a hacer la misión, ¿vale? ¿Sabéis esta sensación? ¿Os ha pasado? Es horrible. Que lo hagas una vez o dos en el juego, tú dices, vale, pero que todo el modo de juego sea así. Cuando crees que avanzas, vas y retrocedes en el tiempo y todo lo que has hecho, pues tienes que volverlo a hacer, pero buscando otra manera, y es como... tengo que volver a hacerlo todo. Y eso es lo que se me hace bastante pesado, porque los viajes en el tiempo y todo eso está muy chulo, la idea está muy guapa, pero el modo de juego, que tengas que estar repitiendo una y otra vez como si parece que no he guardado partida y tengo que volverla a jugar, me duele. Me duele muchísimo, ¿vale? Porque yo pensaba ya que ya sabemos por qué era el fin del Elysium, porque fue él. O sea, los viajes en el tiempo, como os digo, está chulo porque mira, aquí sí está en el Elysium, ahí conseguido estar en el Elysium. Hemos visto también antes cuando estaba de novio con la rubia, ¿sabes? Antes de lo de Goal y todo, ¿sabes? O sea, los viajes en el tiempo están muy chulos. Pero, tío, el modo de juego así, de tener que repetirlo todo. Y estamos otra vez en este punto de partida después de todo lo que hicimos para avanzar en la historia. Y nada, y ahora pues no sé qué tengo que hacer, ¿vale? Sinceramente, ¿será repetirlo todo? No sé. No sé, tío.
Ah!
¿Qué cojones?
Help! Don't go!
¿Eh? Y sí. Eso.
Helmet interface recognized. Connecting to system. Welcome, Prime Controller. New emergency bypass options have been added. To activate Elysium self-destruct, simply click on the totally cool symbol. Your Elysium security protocol Bluebird wishes you a wonderful day.
Let's call it Plan P. P as in only in case of emergency. Damn it. Why did I waste O on my plans for the weekend? Let's call it P. Damn it. No one.
Okay.
Goal?
Yes, who? Oh no. Dad, please don't go all Prime Controller on me. I told you I'm going camping.
Like hell you are. I know that you plan on accompanying Cletus to Deponia, but that's not gonna happen. You will stay here. Do you understand me?
Why should I?
Porque estás castigada, porque sin ti nada tiene sentido.
Because otherwise I'll activate the self-destruct sequence.
You... what? Okay, I am not able to take you seriously anymore. Do what you like. I'm not talking to you. Hey, what are you doing?
I'm initiating the self-destruction sequence as promised.
You wouldn't dare.
Just watch me. Alpha, Alpha, Shooby-Dooby. This code is absolutely hammer. Although, wait, stop. Those were the abort codes.
What's that you're muttering?
Got it. Alpha, Beta, Sha-la-la. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And done.
Well done. You've activated self-destruct.
I'm a genius.
You've got a wonderful 30 seconds to evacuate Elysium. If I had fingers, I'd cross them.
Okay, this is crazy, Dad. Thank goodness I know you won't go through with it. Come on. Turn it off.
Dum-de-dum. I don't see you stopping the elevator.
Okay, you win. I'll wait for you down there. And now abort!
Nothing easier than that.
20 seconds and counting.
Alpha, Beta, Epsilon. No, wait.
Quick!
It started with Alpha.
I already told you that I would stay.
Don't rush me.
10 seconds.
Gamma, something is absolute burner.
Hammer!
You're right there.
5, 4,
Oh, I know.
3, 2.
Cletus? No. Wait, you are... Who the devil are you?
Your future, but you can call me Rufus.
Huh. Well, a fine future awaits me then. You nearly blew up Elysium.
Not much better than what Elysians have in mind for Deponia.
What? You're Deponian? Then it's true. There is life on Deponia.
Which makes the inspection tour obsolete.
Quite the opposite. Deponia is inhabited. I've just got to see it.
What for? You're already talking to the creme de la creme. The rest is... Yep, exactly. Like him.
Another Deponian.
Seen enough? Great. We don't have a lot of time to enjoy eternity.
Or to break this vicious circle.
Hey, nothing is getting broken around here. I'm on Elysium with gold. It can stay this way forever.
What are you talking about?
We have got into a time loop. If we don't do anything, this day will repeat itself for all eternity.
Which doesn't necessarily have to be a bad thing.
Wow, that sounds exciting. What can we do?
Fun zone?
No, we have to go to Deponia.
Yes.
There's my chrono car. That's the source of the anomaly.
A real adventure! Do I still have time to get my detective set?
Are you crazy? We're not going anywhere.
Oh no! The high boat!
Right, that's settled.
But...
And they lived happily ever after. Without ever coming even close to anything resembling the end of time.
Bravo! That was probably our last chance of getting to Deponia.
I thought you didn't want to interfere with the course of events.
Yeah, but how can you speak of the course of events when things are not actually moving right now?
Maybe not for you.
Why are there monsters in the elevator?
I don't understand it either. That was in the last loop. They shouldn't be here.
Holy moly! We're gonna be killed by Fuelox for eternity!
Not if I will have been able to prevent it. Good, Fuelox. Nice, Fuelox. Not at all hungry, Fuelox.
No sé, no puedo sacar el inventario ni nada.
Good, Fuelox. Not at all.
What are you doing? Are you trying to kill us?
No, I wanted to leave that to the Fuelox.
Come on, shut that door. I'm scared of heights.
Is it greater than your fear of being torn apart by Fuelox?
Well, it's great enough for me to always carry a parachute in my backpack.
A parachute.
Did I say parachute? Pair of shoes. Or a parrot suit. I don't even think of it.
And now, hold on!
No! Wait!
Ah!
Are we meant to be dropping so fast?
It's the law of physics! This parachute was only designed for one person!
Rufus?
Vale, parece que
Rufus,
estamos avanzando en la
are you
historia,
all
Dios.
right?
Que no tengamos que repetir más.
Nothing is all right. You and I, we once saved Deponia. Now, damn time machine, I thought we could make everything turn out even better without my having to plunge to my death in the end. But now, everything is worse. And the best I can hope for is to restore the old version. Elysium will fall, you'll hate me, or the Fuelox will rule the planet.
Sounds like we've been through a lot together.
Oh yeah, you could say that.
Then I've got good news for you. In this timeline, I don't hate you yet. Quite the opposite, actually. I'm finding this all very exciting. Time travel, Fuelox, parachutes, and the day has only just begun. If I think of everything that could happen tomorrow as well...
But first there has to be a tomorrow.
That sounds like an adventure.
Then wash your ears. We don't even know where we landed here. How are we supposed to make it to Kuvak by this evening?
So it's a bit tight. Who cares? That's not really a good reason to cower in a hole in the ground,
Esconder la
is
cabeza en
it?
un
Just
agujero.
look at McChronicle. He would never give up.
Say what? But that's... If there's one thing I never do, then it is... Give up. Who cares if Elysium is now infested with Fuelox, or that we changed everything that was saving Deponia from demolition? The main thing is, I'm still alive. Nothing else matters.
Y punto.
I wanted to go to Elysium? Check. I wanted to
se
save
acabó la
the
diversión,
world?
un lugar perfecto
Check.
para sembrar el caos.
Okay,
Ese es
it's
el
been
logro
more
que acabo de
saved.
conseguir.
I admit it. But no one can force me to go through all that crap again. All I have to do is break this stupid time loop. Look to the future. That's the motto.
That's the right attitude, I think.
So, which way to Kuvat?
Vale. Sonita nueva, cosas nuevas, por Dios, que no sea retroceder en el tiempo más, por Dios. A ver, ahí la tumba. Vamos a hablar con el profeta.
Ah, there you are. It doesn't work.
Huh? Have we met?
I thought so.
Well, I would know if we had. I can even remember things that haven't happened yet.
Then maybe it does work.
What words?
The prophesying. I foresee things.
Así
Well,
que ves.
welcome to the club.
And I speak with our maker.
Please leave the club grounds immediately.
Don't worry. At the moment, I don't do either. Chiseler's block. I'm stuck on the 4 3/4 commandment.
4 3/4?
Yes. The third one ended up being quite long.
So what? Who cares?
But the space on the stone is limited. And then there are the high localization costs.
And still, you talk and talk.
Originally, it was just going to be 3 commandments, but I've got the feeling it's missing a good conclusion.
A blessing in disguise. You ran into just the right man.
A ver, ¿qué? Vale. ¿Qué tal? ¿No aburrirás al vecino? ¿No impondrás tu visión del mundo sobre los débiles? ¿Qué tal? ¿Prestarás generosamente tu martillo sin ser un extraño? Vale, ¿y qué tal? ¿No escribirás nada en piedra? ¿Cuál es el tercer mandamiento? Mejor no interrumpo. No sé, a ver. ¿No impondrás tu visión del mundo sobre los débiles? ¿O algo
How about,
así?
thou shalt not fob thy world view upon the impressionable?
Definitely not. That's precisely what I'm trying to.
Vale.
I see.
Si le digo no
How
aburrirás al
about,
vecino.
thou shalt not bore thy neighbor?
I don't know. Some people just can't help that. Reggie from my knee therapy class, for example, talks a lot about his work colleagues who I'm even listening to.
I would take the black one. The blue one? Oh, how about, thou shalt generously lend thy hammer and chisel to strangers?
Ah, nice try.
Okay, how about, thou shalt never carve things in stone?
Oh, I like that. It's succinct, and it has that self-ironic nod and a wink that you only usually find in the title of hip-hop records. So, what do you think?
Perfect. We should present it to the audience. He looks like someone who sleeps under a bridge, but then where did he get the curtains? Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a warm welcome to Hobo Moses!
Thou shalt not write things in stone.
Yeah, that's a good one. The perfect conclusion for the series. I think you should do another one.
Don't you think it leaves too many questions open?
Right. For example, what happened to those neighbors? They appeared in the second commandment, but are never mentioned again.
I thought as much. Maybe you shouldn't have carved it in stone. Now you need another commandment to reconcile you with your community.
I only ever wanted to be loved.
Vale, ok. Vale. ¿Qué más tenemos aquí? Un caballero chatarrero.
Yoo-hoo! You there! Do you know the way to Kuvak?
Who, what?
Kuvak, a village south of Busa Westfog.
Doesn't really sound like the hub of existence.
No, it's more like the hub of hopelessness.
Whatever. It isn't here. It's at least 4 days' march to Busa Westfog. It would even take a whole day in a rust bucket.
I don't have an entire day.
Then forget it. There's nothing here. Port Rustica is a few hours upriver. If someone gave you a lift, you might just make it.
Before my chronicle leaves for Kuvak. Of course. Did you hear that, Goal? There's still hope. Now we just need to find my chronicle.
And someone who'll lend you a boat. Maybe you can find one at the fair over there.
At the what? I think I just found my chronicle.
Vale, es el que está aquí montado, ¿verdad? Es que no me da tiempo de verlo, pero quizás sea el que esté montado ahí. Vale, fui a hablar con este. Revístame.
What are you reading?
An issue of Hats, a magazine about hat fashion.
Oh, do you still need it? Okay, stupid question.
Vale, y si hablo con Ah, no, esto es en general, hablas con los tres. Vale, pues nada, vámonos aquí a la feria, a ver. Oh, qué chulo esto.
Fits. That is Goal's spot. I'd swap, but left just isn't Goal's best side. Nothing works here. Looks like something's missing. A compartment for paramechanical components. Power inverters, strengtheners, that kind of thing.
Vale, ¿qué más? Abrillantador de bolas. Me lo llevo todo. Pues ok. A ver, yo qué sé. Limpio la bola, ¿no? Ya me limpio, ¿no?
A strange pastime. On the other hand, those so negative.
Y la puedo colocar
No,
aquí.
that's my side. And my... Fits like a glove, but the composition isn't quite there.
Ah, le falta algo más. Yo qué sé, lo
I have to admit that my knowledge of the rules of... Hey, fits like a plaster cast. This could prove useful again, eh?
What the fuck?
Fits like a glove, but the composition...
¿El qué?
isn't
¿El
quite
pelo o
there.
qué? Tío, me hace gracia lo de la mano. Ay, la puedo quitar. Pero...
I can think of a but that... I can think of a... but that... I have to... Say, look...
Vale, bueno, antes que nada, vamos a echar un guardado, ¿no? No sé... Aquí mismo... Por si acaso, nunca de verdad... Varilla.
This reminds me of the day I wanted to operate on Wenzel's painful joints.
Vale, aquí una toma de corriente, tal. Algo tiene que ver esto de aquí. Vale, podemos seguir yendo por allá y hablar con el adivino.
Get lost! I'm closed! Wait a minute. I know
Sí,
you.
este
You're the
era
pipehead man, the fortune teller from Porta Fisco. I barely recognize you, Baldy, with that hat.
You're mistaken. I've never ever been to Porta Fisco. And I've never had a boat head either.
Because it hasn't happened yet, except for the baldness. You should just
Exacto.
admit that. But we'll be running into
Vale,
one
aquí lo
of them
estamos
a few
viendo de
times.
antes, de todo.
Oh, so it's come to this. Now any old Tom, Dick, or Rufus can tell the future better than me.
Why so grumpy?
Someone's stolen my crystal ball. Now I can't see the future anymore.
Not even a little? You see, I have a question or two.
Then get me a new ball.
¿Una bola? Bueno, yo tengo una bola. ¿Te sirve esta?
Can you use this to predict the future for me?
I see a hole.
Because my future is not yet written, right?
No, because this is a bloody bowling ball. I need a real ball to
Vale.
tell your fortune. One you can see your reflection in.
Esto ya lo descubrí. Pero tengo que tapar los agujeros. Así que necesito encontrar algo para tapar los agujeros para que todo... Pasarlo por la máquina para que esté todo brillantado. Y dárselo al flipado de turno este, vale. Vamos a ver qué debemos por ahí. Vale, tenemos sitio nuevo, sitio nuevo, sitio nuevo. Aquí es por donde hemos entrado. Vale, vamos a ver qué tenemos aquí. Salchiboba. De las
Hello?
salchibabas,
Ch,
salchiboba.
what a dump. Everything has one ending, and my adventure.
Vale, Naduki. Esto es una máquina
Honestly,
de
it's
fuerza.
just begging for it.
Pues cojo esto y le doy aquí. ¿Y si lo vuelvo a dar? Va subiendo más, ¿no? ¿O es cosa mía? ¿O estoy yo loca? Vale, estoy yo loca. A ver, ¿esto qué es? ¿Izquierda? ¿Esto qué es? Oh, ahora esto no funciona. Efectivo.
Nothing works here.
Vale,
Looks like
espérate.
something's missing.
Espérate, porque a lo mejor esto es lo que necesito allí, pero espérate, lo vuelvo a colocar y pongo aquí activar.
Damn!
Ah, no se queda. No, no se queda del eso. Vale, 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 vale. Claro, esto tendría que romperlo, lo puedo romper o algo, el cristal, para que eso pueda... Bueno, de momento me voy a llevar esto, ¿vale? Sí, ¿por qué no? Cerramos ahí la puerta. Algo tengo que usar aquí. Esto, el salchivo, si le pongo esto, pasar.
So that he takes even longer to serve me? Forget it.
Vale, no, y si voy un momento para atrás y lo coloco aquí. Oye, pues sí.
Nothing works. Looks like something. Nothing. Looks like.
Bueno, tendría que tener la cámara puesta, que no entiendo por qué.
Looks like some.
No estoy entendiendo yo aquí. Espérate, espérate.
A photo of just me, not from this backdrop. That would give the wrong impression.
¿Y tengo la foto o cómo va la vaina?
The camera love. It just.
Vale, pues si acaso me voy a llevar todo esto, que a ver si me va a hacer más falta... Ah, esto ya no lo puedo coger. Vale, pues aquí. Algo hay que hacer. A ver, ¿qué más tenemos aquí? Patitos de goma.
Huh. Blank.
¿Los he cogido?
Another blank. Another. Another blank.
¿Y qué
Where's the
querías,
fishing
patos?
rod?
Ah, una caña de pescar. ¿Te vale con esto? Así que lo cojo.
I can use my own hands for that. Or my head.
Vale. Hombre, podría usar esto, si esto... ¿Sabes? Si esto se girara, podría coger eso. Vale, a ver, tenemos aquí 800 sitios nuevos. A ver, vamos a ver aquí. Ya. Va. Una revista.
Look, the current edition of hats. First, I'll arrange the boat. Then, I can take care of the reading material.
Cógela.
Look, the first.
Porque esto te sirve para el tío aquel
These
que le
boxes
gusta lo
are
de los
really
sombreros.
practical. Keeps those.
Tío, de verdad, porque no la coges, tío. Mierda, asqueroso.
I don't have to wrap my and. Look, the first, I'll arrange the boat.
Primero ocuparé el barco, pues nada, cuando consiga el barco, tal. Amorómetro. Ping y... Ishi, madre mía.
Hey, son. How do you fancy taking a ride on the boat of love?
Well, I actually happen to be looking for a boat.
Qué
I have to
guapo.
be in Porta Rustica before sunrise.
You can't hurry love, my friend. This trip's only for couples in love.
Oh, that's easy. I'm here with my girlfriend.
Whoa. I wouldn't have guessed you had a girlfriend, judging by your
Y
looks.
mira que tú, pero...
How about you, sweet thing?
My grandma's called Doris? That's got an O in it.
Yeah, me neither. But if you do, just stick your photo in the love-o-meter.
What do you mean, photo?
You say you're in love, but you ain't even got a photo of her in your wallet.
Vale, la
What's a
foto.
wallet?
No photo, no ride. Ain't that right, sweet thing?
I saw a cat that was like red and brown and white.
You said it, but don't be sad. You too will find your one true love. Here, take this sausage token as a consolation.
They only rent boats to couples in love.
Well,
I know, sounds great. But they want a photo as proof. This is probably the most nefarious puzzle I've had to solve so far.
puzzle. Don't you think that...
Don't worry, I'll take care of it. You don't know me that well yet, but I'm a professional when it comes to romance.
Oh dear.
First, I need to find the 3 prerequisite tasks. There are always 3 prerequisite tasks. Just wait here. I'll be back soon.
That...
En vez de sacarte la foto con ella directamente ya está. Tío, ¿de verdad?
Look, the current... Well, who would have thought? Apparently, bald is all the rage.
Vale, a ver. Vale, antes de lo de la foto y todo, vamos a mirar los otros 2 sitios y ya después vamos todo para atrás y vemos a ver cómo va. Ah, espérate, esto es una ficha para las salchichas. A ver si me da algo ahí en la salchicha, ¿no? ¿Qué es lo que me tiene que dar?
Sausage bot online. What can I sausage for you?
Una salchicha.
1 sausage, please.
All out of sausage.
Well, I thought this was a sausage stand.
Please don't rub salt in the wound. The whole thing is humiliating enough as it is.
Yeah, I get it. The costume and all.
Costume.
¿Y qué tienes? A ver.
Yeah, right. So, what have you got?
Nothing. Everything
And
sold
say
out.
Oh, great. What am I supposed to eat?
You think you've got it hard? I've got a family to feed.
Can you just take one more look?
Oh, all right.
Hello?
Pues ya.
Che, what?
Vale, perfecto, tengo un fusible.
I don't need a few. I followed.
Vale.
Apparently.
Las calvas están de moda. Vale, a ver, sitios. Esto es lo del amor, por lo que veo. Vale, ahí estaba, Corazón de galleta. Pues me lo llevo, ¿por qué no?
can.
Hombre, necesito una moneda, ¿sabes? Para colocarlo ahí, pero...
Help!
I think you need hand in it.
Help!
Vale, ¿qué más tenemos por aquí? La puerta...
Help!
Un desagüe.
Help!
Una moneda ahí
Wow.
abajo.
Help!
Sparkling so mysteriously. There at the bottom of the drain.
Help!
Oh, just
Help!
I thought it was my reflection.
Pero cógela, es tu tiro.
Ah!
La puerta...
Help!
Damn, it doesn't fit through the grate. After Wenzel, Bozo, and McCormick, this is
Help!
now the fourth right hand, which has turned out to be a great
Wah!
disappointment.
Wah!
Tío, ¿y cómo puedo coger
Uah.
la llave, tío?
Romantic gift,
Wah!
as is so often.
Wah! Wah!
¿Y la puerta?
Wah! Help!
The door is licked up tight. I mean locked.
Wah!
Obviamente, porque es aquí.
Uah.
Es la llave. Tío, ¿y si tiro la bola aquí por el
Romantic
costado?
gift, as is so...
No.
Wah!
¿Esto qué es?
Help.
Acuarelas, ¿para qué quieres?
Water.
Ah,
The
para
paint,
pintar.
didn't you?
Vale, espérate.
I'd
Wah!
like to emphasize the eyes.
Wah.
For that, you first need eyes.
Wah!
That would
Wah.
just be... She's right
Help!
in.
Wah!
I don't need a few. I thought
Wah!
that would just leave.
Wah!
Dios mío,
It's not
ese con el
what
guau, guau.
It's not what it'll. It's not. It'll,
Wah!
Vale.
Wah!
Tengo que coger la llave.
Wah!
¿Qué tenemos por aquí?
hardly a challenge with my sense of direction. Ow! Even if I find the entrance.
Galería de espejos. Lo que sé.
Hardly a challenge with my. Ow! Even if I find.
Bueno, tendrías que romper. Puedes romperlo.
Hardly
y
a
no
challenge
romperlo.
with my. Ow! Even if I
Tío,
find.
de verdad, algo tiene que haber ahí, si no, no tiene ningún maldito sentido. Pinto los espejos y así
Hardly
ya
a
sé cuál
challenge
es,
with my
¿no?
sense of direction.
Es una teoría, tú dices, vale, por aquí no es, por aquí.
Ow!
Tío, de verdad, es
Even if
inútil,
I find the.
pero inútil.
Hardly a challenge. Ow! Even if I.
Vamos, un sentido que flipas. Vale. Uf, pues vamos a ver. A ver. Yo qué sé.
No,
si
that's
lo
my
puedo-
side.
No, ¿qué he hecho? Venir para... Bueno, espérate. Si le doy la revista de sombreros a este...
Look, your hat is so out of style.
Hardly surprising. My issue of hats is over 10 years old. It keeps me sane on long nights in the desert.
But at what price?
There, take it. I don't need it anymore.
It obviously didn't help you much.
¿Y para qué quiero yo una revista ahora, tío?
I have to admit that my not. Someone beat me to all the models in this magazine. All the.
¿Para qué quiero yo un periódico?
That wouldn't help. Just leave. Ah, the train.
Me está vacilando.
I can think of, but that.
La vaina. Bueno, le doy la revista.
Don't you want to take your hat off?
No, you don't go running after every new trend once you reach my age.
Arthrosis of the hip.
Arthrosis of the hip.
Talk about a bunch of lamers.
What is that?
A new purpose in life, maybe?
No shabbier than the old one, that's for sure.
Even so, forget it.
Vale. ¿Y esto? ¿Qué os parece?
What is that?
A new purpose in life, maybe?
No shabbier than the old one, that's for sure.
Even so,
Vale. La revista.
Don't you want to take your hat?
no,
Vale.
Arth
Una de la revista tal. Una mal.
What is that?
A new purpose?
No
even so.
foto.
What?
No shivens.
Vale, pues si le damos acuarelas para que me dé el martillo y el tal.
Do you need a paint box?
Maybe later. First, I've got to find a way out of my creative crisis.
¿Esto?
You don't have to be a prophet to foresee that he would be overwhelmed by it all, but it helps.
No.
Can you predict future hat trends?
I'd rather not commit myself. I don't want to be responsible for starting a major war.
Can you predict future...
I'd rather...
Vale, lo mismo.
You don't have to be a prophet, but it helps.
Un bolo.
You don't have to be a prophet, but... You don't have to be... You don't have to be...
Y la máquina de
You don't have to be...
ambientador.
But...
Nada. Pues...
What?
No shivens.
Vale, y si lo cambio por esto, ¿qué pasa?
A new purpose.
No shivens.
Vale, pues ya les he enseñado todo, así que... Pues aquí, a ver, escúchame, cámara. El dispensador.
Fits like a glove, but the composition isn't
Tío,
quite
pero
there
¿por
yet.
qué?
This stuff isn't good. It's bad enough that they didn't. All I need for that, and my famous...
Pero ¿y si quito la mano y la mano la coloco aquí? Entonces...
Hey, fits like a plaster cast. This could prove useful again later. I'd like to emphasize, but for that... That wouldn't help it. Just leave... That wouldn't just... The idea is good.
Pero haría falta algo más.
I have to admit that my nut... That wouldn't help it. Just leave... She's right in... That wouldn't help. Just leave... Someone... All the... I don't need a few... I follow the note...
Puedo... Es que pone esto, ¿puedo capturarlo? Es que como se agacha a coger...
It's not hungry, and it's never
No
tired.
tiene hambre y jamás se cansa.
Ni.
Acoso monstruoso. Incordia al monstruo marino hasta que se cabree. Ah, amigo, era eso. ¿Y ya?
I'm completely all out of sausage. Is there anything else?
But I want a sausage!
But there aren't any.
I shall complain to your superiors.
Please don't. They'll make mincemeat out of me.
Am I supposed to feel sorry for you?
I'm a poor little sausage.
No. But I want a sausage!
But there aren't any.
But I want a sausage!
But there aren't any.
But I want a sausage!
But there.
But I want a sausage!
But there aren't.
Muchas veces. Vale.
Can you just take...
Oh.
Ok. Vale, pues no pasaba nada por haberle... Digo, voy a ver si pidiéndole la salchicha o tal, por si acaso. Pero no. A ver, vamos a seguir mirando a ver qué podemos encontrar por aquí. Eso, vale. Vale, y si pongo activar, coges el pato. ¿Eh? Vale, no lo cojo, no lo quedo. Hola. Ah, vale, espérate, y haces esto, lo coges. Genial, vale, y esto. Esto me servirá para los patos. No.
Oopsie.
Eso. ¿Y ahora sí servirá para los patos o cómo va la vaina?
Ha-ha!
Sí.
I won! That means, wait, they're all blanks! Fraud! Scandal! Fire department!
Perfecto. Y me supongo que esto te servirá para coger esto. ¿Para qué me servirá la caña de pescar esta?
Hardly a challenge. Ow! Even if I find the end.
Quizás para la mano. Aquí en plan.
That is already in good head.
Ah, pues no, caña de pescar.
I found my impromptu fishing rod much cooler.
Para el monstruo no creo, ¿no?
I already caught that. That wouldn't help. Just leave. It's not worth. It'll. I already.
Porque lo que se me ocurre para el monstruo, a no ser. ¿Estos prefieren una caña?
What is
A new.
no shabby even so?
Vale, no. No sé, se me ocurre. ¡Ay, no! Espérate, estúpido. Ahora que me acabo de acordar. No me acordaba, la llave.
Well then, here we go.
Perfecto,
Ha! It worked. My homebrew magnetic fishing rod was still cool.
Vale, ahora coge la llave. Abre aquí la puerta, por favor. Bien, ¿qué tenemos aquí? ¿Monedas?
Arriving on track 3, the intercity express train from Chundertown, Spewville, Barfington, and Upper Chuck Kingsley. Passengers connecting through to Hurlingdon should please check the flyers in section 1. Stand back and exercise caution as your train arrives. Shit, not exactly a precision landing, but whatever.
¿En serio?
Well, isn't that just typical? While I'm doing all the work, you're having the time of your life on the roller coaster.
I would quite like to give you a hand. Unfortunately, I currently require urgent use of both of my hands in order to hang onto this safety belt for dear life.
I'm not saying I'm disappointed in you. I'm just saying that everyone has to set their own priorities.
Vale, ¿qué es esto? Estrella.
I wish Gold could see this.
You comfy up there?
You have to let go.
I can't.
Yes, you. There's only water.
I still can't.
All right. I'll.
¿Qué? ¿Qué? Yo qué sé.
He doesn't know it. It's all
Voy
about.
a ir probando cosas porque me acabo de quedar un poco what the fuck. Hombre, lo único que se me ocurre es la mano aquella, pero ¿tú crees que...?
You might. Bingo.
¿Tú crees? 4 monedas. ¿Para qué quiero yo las monedas? ¿Para qué eran las monedas? Ah, vale, espérate ya, vale. Dame chicles.
Hey, Hey, there's a ring in there. With
Ah,
a
un
little
anillo.
luck.
Amigo.
Ah, crap.
Pero cógelo, ¿no? Por lo menos. Vale, genial.
This time I'm gonna get the ring. Damn. I think you need...
No, pero espérate, coge esto.
Here, ringy, ringy, ringy.
Ah, y son 3 chicles
Oh, come on,
que
that's
puedo poner
impossible.
en la bola. Que puedo poner en la bola, en las 3 tal, para tapar los agujeros, ¿no?
Ah, now I gotcha.
Creo yo, ¿eh? ¿Qué? Tío, te parto la
Oh,
cara, tío, te
surprise,
parto la
surprise.
cara.
Ah, there's the ring. Hey, stop! Oh man, that can't be true. Those damn wombats. They always mess things up.
Me está vacilando.
Man against wombat. An unfair duel. Hey, wait! Ouch! 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 Stop it! On the other hand, if I defeat this wombat all by myself, nobody will believe me. I should drum up an audience.
Vale.
I knew it. Like wine gums in a nostril.
Please note that wine gum should not be pushed into nostrils or any other orifice. Idayra Entertainment GmbH assumes no liability for damages caused by the improper use of confectionery.
Vale, ¿y qué hago? ¿Lo pulo? Lo pulo. Ah, vale, pulirlo sería aquí. Vale, espera, ya sé. Entonces,
I knew it.
eso.
Like
Please note
Vale, y ahora el maquillaje, ¿no? Me supongo.
dot, dot, comma, dash. Perfect. Ah, I know Goal's face so well. I could have
Vale,
drawn it
perfecto.
blindfolded.
La cuestión es... pelo no hace falta, ¿no? ¿O sí?
That wouldn't help it. Just leave. That's still. I'm aiming. That's still kind of the local set. I'm aiming.
Vale. Me faltaría el anillo en el dedo. Pero, yo qué sé, tío.
Man against one, and I'm.
¿Cómo puedo
Hey,
derrotar
wait,
a
ouch, stop.
Detector
On the other hand, I should drum up an. Man against an. Hey, wait, ouch. On the other hand, if I defeat, I should drum up an audience.
Vale, puedo coger la mano. A ver si esto me sirve para ayudar a aquel flipado de la vida.
Here, take my hand.
But that's not your hand.
Oh, right. My plan.
Tío, ¿algo tengo que hacer con esa estrella o qué?
My plans are on. My plan. Couldn't you try it without a ball for once?
No, no ball, no prediction.
You always meet twice. This is number -1. Couldn't you try it?
No.
Look, the more room for forehead wrinkles look is totally in.
What? Show me that. Hat model. Angskar Meatcap confirms. Bald men make a more potent impression. So, leave the sunroof open this summer. Well, if that's how it is.
Vale, entonces este turbante va a ser para esto. Teniendo a Goal, tío, allí, y es que de verdad...
Say cheese goal.
Cheese goal.
De verdad, teniendo a Goal allí, ¿sabes? O sea, flipa. No, pero ¿qué haces tú? Coloca la cámara.
Nothing. Looks like something. camera
Porque claro, necesito el anillo, o sea, la mano con el anillo. Pero ¿y cómo sacaría la foto, tío? Ah, mira, tengo aquí la foto.
I can do better than that. I look for gold.
Oh, y entonces ya me puedo llevar la cámara y toda la vaina.
Not looks like.
Oh, espérate, pues entonces, a ver. Pongo la foto aquí.
A love score of 0? You'll never get on the boat of love like that, son.
Oh, porque necesito lo del anillo, ¿verdad?
No, it's supposed to be a surprise. Women love surprises. I look but gold. A romantic meal. Of course. I think I found another component for my photo. No, that's my side and my fate.
Vale. Y faltaría lo que es el anillo. Pero claro, ¿y cómo sacaría la foto tú?
She has the face. She...
Porque le faltaría lo que es el anillo, que pondría la mano aquí y el anillo que encontré. Porque es que me va a faltar lo del anillo, tío, que apostamos.
Oh. 1 out of 3? That's puppy love at best.
Es que me falta el maldito anillo. Pero lo tienen prescrito esto de aquí, yo no sé si es la foto.
Man, I get an Hey, stop!
Ah, necesita público.
On the other, I should draw my... Look, extravagant hats are retro, and that makes them totally in.
Oh dear, that means I'm completely behind the times. Where will I get an extravagant hat from? Huh? What's that supposed to be?
A hat, maybe?
And a very extravagant one, too. Give that here.
Now that's classy.
Ooh, and it feels nice on the scalp.
Well, if anyone's an expert in the field, it's you. Couldn't you try it without a ball for once?
No, no ball, no prediction.
Look!
Oh, what this monstrosity was...
Can you make a prediction now?
How? I still haven't got a Oh, I see. Oh, why not? What can I do for you?
I need a romantic picture of my girlfriend, so I can borrow a boat.
Haven't you got one in your wallet?
Sure, but I'm afraid it's not romantic enough.
Show me.
What? What's wrong?
Is that your girlfriend? I hope you are not planning to have any children.
Look, just read the future, okay?
All right. I think I'm beginning to see something. But what's that? A feedback loop? Quick, take it away! Take it away! Take it away! Take it away! Take it away!
Hello? Is this still part of the prediction? How creepy. Hello?
What? Oh, I must have...
a little...
Who would have thought they'd throw such good Goa rave parties out in the backwoods?
You always meet This is number...
¿Qué?
I'm sorry that the fortune...
It's okay.
Someday, or possibly never, I might ask you.
I'm sorry that the fortune...
It's...
Y ya, o sea... ¿Y qué hago? ¿Me estás vacilando o cómo lo
Smile! And now very mysterious. I want to feel the vision. And now, like you just suffered a mishap. So, I think I got everything I wanted to see. It was a pleasure working with you. The future, it was a pleasure.
Oh, I must...
It was a pleasure. It was a... So you need a vision. Well, here's one you can have.
Aha! I can't make out anything.
Yeah, I know it's blurred. See, that's the temporal jet lag. The last time I slept is in 10 hours.
Don't get me wrong. I think it's marvelous. Being explicit only makes you vulnerable. It looks like a tunnel out of one and the same picture. You can't make out where it stops or where it begins.
That has something to do with a feedback loop.
Yeah, perfection! I think I now know what the final commandment should be. Now, I just need a way to carve it in stone without violating the never carve anything in stone clause. Here, take my chisel. I have no need for it anymore.
Perfecto. Eso voy a necesitar la máquina. Esto...
Can you predict future
Washable watercolors? Perfect. Now I can finally complete the last commandment.
Hey, boys. Something's going on up there.
Hey, has he chiseled his beard to something again?
No, it's a new commandment.
Really? What does it say?
The last thing I will tell you, son, the show must certainly go on.
Wow. And that's what we've been waiting for all this time?
I'm so disappointed.
Do you also have a sudden desire to go back to Haldika to massacre religious zealots?
We should definitely reconsider reconsidering our lives.
Exactly. This show must certainly go on.
You said it.
Here, here.
No!
Go ahead, but I'm keeping the licensing rights.
Licensing rights?
Of course, and I already have the cast list for the reboot in my head. We'll get Pierce Brosnan.
Vale. Ok. Hay algo aquí dentro, por si acaso, porque
Here lies Rufus, savior of worlds, cowboy spy, butt model. Monstrous! I had them check and see if there was anyone else in the butt model business with the same name. Otherwise, I would never have printed all those flyers.
Madre mía, madre mía.
Hey there!
Are you talking?
¿Quiénes
Who
son?
are you?
We are legionaries.
We fought in the colonial wars in Haldika.
Now we're just lost souls swimming in the fishbowl without any purpose to our lives.
I can think of one. A little tip. Monkeys do it to get rid of their lice.
¿Y qué hacéis todo el día? ¿Padecéis algún tipo de estrés postraumático? A ver, ¿por qué luchaste?
You were in the war? What for?
We all believed in something.
Even if it was not the same thing.
Mike over there believed in his calling.
Stocky believed in the market, and I believed that my ex-wife would stop bugging me.
What happened?
She managed to find out the Legion's telephone number.
Everyone loses faith in war.
Vale, parecéis algún tipo de estrés postraumático.
Are you suffering from some kind of war trauma?
The war was hard and dirty.
Hard, dirty, and intense.
Where are you supposed to go when you've already seen everything?
You go on.
I hear your words, but you don't even believe them yourself. Perhaps we've more in common than would appear.
¿Qué hace todo el día?
What do you do around here?
Kick it! There's nothing more for us to do. That's why we watch that guy up there. He's looking for inspiration.
Maybe he will inspire us.
And anyway, we got a bet going on how long it will take him to realize that people can see up his linens.
¿Necesitáis un trabajo?
You need a job? I can think of one.
Let's hear it.
We've been gathering dust for long enough.
To be honest, I don't really know if it's up your alley. It's about the search for a
Vale,
ring.
que le pego una paliza que...
A beast has stolen it and fled with it into the depths of a labyrinth.
Well, we have certainly accepted worse quests.
Certainly better than that promo job for baby food at Wrigley's.
What are we waiting for?
The time has come, my faithful companions. Too long have we allowed the powers of darkness to spread death and terror. Are you ready to raise your swords for the final, all-important battle?
Is that thing over there supposed to be the labyrinth?
I'll interpret that as an enthusiastic charge! Are you ready for the battle to end all battles? For the fight of all fights? For the cream of all creams? For the punch of all Judies?
Hey, we haven't spoken about our reward yet.
For glory and honor!
Did he say glory or slotty?
We'll have to chance it.
What? Tío, qué guapo, ¿no? De unicornio. Es un anillo de unicornio, güey.
The ring in his hand, he remembered the brave comrades who had fallen in battle. Ugly hat guy, the other guy, and... Did I forget anyone? Yeah, okay. Someday I'll come back and do... I promise.
Pues vale, pues los hemos perdido. Vale, la cuestión es... Yo cojo esto. Pero, claro, si coloco esto aquí... Vale, y le coloco el anillo, ¿entiendes?
Oh, Rufus, wherever did you get this precious trinket? I picked it up on Elysium. You charmer.
Vale. Y yo coloco la cámara, pero ¿cómo saco la foto?
Nothing. Looks like some... I'd need an adapter to mount that heat. Well, that and a good photographing in IMO. Oh, come on. Be...
Ah, ¿me la hace aquí? Pregunto, tengo que quitarlo de ahí. Sí, de esto.
My
Nada, vale.
Don't move. Wait. What? Don't move also applies to your drool dispenser.
I protest.
Ow, don't be such a baby. It's like tearing off a Band-Aid. Just with a hammer and chisel, that's all.
No!
If you miss the water, don't forget to roll. Oh, ooh. Why don't people ever listen all the way through to the end of the sentence?
What the fuck? ¿Y dónde cayó? Cayó al agua. ¿Dónde cayó? Porque aquí es la montaña rusa, ¿no? Aquí, vale, perfecto. Venga, sácame la foto.
Oh, look, Monsieur has finally decided to show up.
Well, who would have thought it, after you almost managed to kill me?
Ah, there was never the slightest danger. You were hanging over the river.
Directly above the site where beavers had constructed a dam out of rusty nails.
That still counts as river.
I think I need a doctor.
Well, life isn't a bargain bin. For example, I needed a reliable assistant. And now look in the mirror.
Vale,
So,
¿me sacas la foto? o
what's
qué?
your plan?
Porta Rustica is only a few hours upriver. If we can prevent your departure, nobody can turn back time in Kuvak this evening.
Could get very tight. I'll already be departing from there at dawn.
Now that's taken care of. I've arranged for a boat. All we need is a romantic photo of Goal and me.
And where is she? And what is that there?
The cast is up to the director, okay? You operate the camera.
Right? Ready yet?
Venga.
Okay? Let's do this. Just press the shutter button.
Camera ready.
Cheese!
¿Tengo la foto? Tengo la foto. Vale, pues vamos a ver si ahora por fin... A ver si ahora...
Don't be sad. 2 out of 3 ain't bad. You're getting there, son.
¿Qué? O sea, ¿me falta algo más? ¿Qué le tengo que añadir? Espérate, sí.
No, it's a women.
No entiendo, ¿y qué me queda? Tío, no lo entiendo.
She has the face. She. Bowling goal. She's a trick. Bowling goal. She's a. I wish that was an option. Wait a minute. It is an option, but that doesn't make any sense. That's pretty silly. Ah, what the heck. For love! Get a star from the heavens. Check.
Vale, esto es lo que necesito, ¿no? Para la maldita foto. Ahora sí, saco una
Right?
foto. Asqueroso.
Okay, let's take.
Ah, ahora
Camera
tiene
ready.
que ser
Cheese.
la vencida, sí o sí. Selfie, amigo.
Hey boys,
Selecciona
good
todas las
news!
fotos posibles
I've
antes de
managed to
sacar la
persuade
definitiva.
Pimpy. What the hell is going on here?
Vaya, no sabía
Gold,
que
this
eso era...
might look strange,
maravilloso.
but
Is that supposed to be me? What sort of perverted games are you playing here?
I only pushed the button.
it's part of my plan to.
I don't want to know. Just, the boat is ready. Hurry up.
Women, eh?
Just shut up, Big Mac.
Vale, perfecto.
You were right. Love is just like the sea. Baby, just as deep and as wide, I agree. There are sharks, creek, and venomous eels, and terrors king near the ground. But Pimpy, oh Pimpy, oh Pimpy, the clown will not let you drown. Promise, honey.
Vale. El barco del amor.
Come on, don't dawdle.
Don't you get it? We're too late. Look, the sun has almost set.
My other me left here hours ago.
Oh, yeah? And then why am I in such a hurry?
Because you are a complete idiot.
How long do we have until the time reset?
Let's see. The sun has just set on Elysium. Root of Deponia's radius, plus the height of Elysium's orbit, I estimate about 2 hours after sundown.
Damn, I almost wish we were back in the time machine.
Well, actually my lab has everything I would need in order to...
Junior? You've got some nerve! Into my office immediately! Step on it!
Quiet at the kiddie table. The adults are talking.
Psst. Rufus! That's the Dean.
The Dean is a dwarf?
My name is Dean Angus McChronicle Sr.
Senior? Ha! Vice Senior's probably more like it. If that. McChronicle would certainly have told me if he had a son.
But I don't.
¿Es él?
May I introduce to you my father?
Vale.
Yes, of course. And I'm the new guest lecturer.
Then why are you still standing around? What are you waiting for? To the lecture hall!
No, not so quick. I think there's something we need to discuss in peace and quiet. Hello, class.
Hello!
So, do you have any questions? I certainly do.
What molar mass does a chronoparticle have?
Anyone else?
How do 4D glasses work?
Okay, 4D, certainly. 3D and 2D have certainly become household names.
How can deterministic and non-deterministic theories of time be made compatible?
Not with a hasty reply, that's for sure.
Where is McChronicle?
Yeah, McChronicle.
Moo.
Boo!
Macronipants isn't here, and I have to go as well. Occupy yourselves for the meantime. All these theoretical questions won't help you in the real world anyway. Haldica wasn't discovered from a desk either. Even your beloved McChronicle knew that and worked on a real-time machine. You wouldn't happen to know where I can find it. Is this it?
Oh, that is just a tachyon compressor. It creates an anomaly that simulates interim time.
So, it's a simulator. Where can I find the actual device?
If McChronicle was working on something, then it would definitely be in his shed. But no one is allowed in there. The dean locked it and pocketed the key.
And that brings us to today's first lesson. The lock has never been built whose secrets Professor Rufus couldn't uncover. Write that down. It might be on the exam.
Vale, vamos a ver qué tenemos por aquí. Al ornitorrinco.
Hey, stop that. The little fella's pretty aggressive. Probably had a miserable childhood. No friends to help him sabotage strangers' training wheels. So sad. Hey, the little fella's
Vale, ¿qué tenemos aquí? Nada, obviamente. Vamos a echar un guardado aquí por si acaso. Vale, ¿qué más? Tenemos 800 cosas. Un transporte. Un cubo.
What we're missing here is an underpaid assistant. Shouldn't be hard. After all, this is a university. What's this again?
Oh, that is just a tachyon compressor. It creates an anomaly that simulates...
Follow-up question. Who likes a smartass? No one? Correct.
Vale.
Can someone tell me why the time is not proceeding?
Because your lecture is mind-numbingly dull. That's why.
How long is this seminar anyway?
All-day seminars run until 8.
What? But that's far too long.
It's already been too long.
Vale, ¿qué más tenemos? Paraguas.
Where can I find Macronic?
But no one, the Dean.
Where can I find?
But no, the Dean.
Vale, lo mismo. Vale, tenemos salir y otra cosa aquí. Y bueno, ¿con cuál? Pues no sé.
Cole, what are you doing?
What's it look like? I'm interrupting your lecture.
But you can't do that.
Oh, really? What are you going to do about it then? Have me fail the exam?
I'm trying to restore time here.
The time when it's alleged that I've fallen in love with you? No thanks.
Can you at least take your feet off the table and take your hat off? You're undermining my authority as a teacher. What's with the silly getup anyway?
Take a guess. I've made myself my own tinfoil hat, so that I will always remember what a complete and total idiot you are.
Vale, esta sería salir. Esto
You
sería
can't
subir.
just leave us unattended.
Oh, yes, I can. Watch me. Open your books to page 50.
You can't find what McChronicle taught us in a book.
Ha! So you need a practical assignment. Nothing easier. I'm a man of action myself.
Where are you going? You were going to give us something to do.
Well spotted. That just got you an A+.
Where are you going? You were...
Well spot. That just... No need. That's all... Platypus. At least... And even cool.
No sé. Ornitorrinco.
Come on. Oh, quit your old cage didn't smell any better.
Vale.
Platypuses, at least a change of but I do not want to distract.
Paraguas.
I do not want to. Who can tell me why the platypus crossed the street?
Who cares? Where we're going, we don't need roads.
Good answer.
Where are you going? You were going to give us something to do.
Well spotted. That just got you an A. I do not want a handsome little fellow. Somehow I doubt it. Somehow. What would theoretically happen if I were to turn the hands on the clock?
Ah, it would no longer show the correct time.
That was not the answer I wanted to hear.
Then perhaps you should think about supporting the faculty with research funds.
It's time, plus or minus 5 minutes. It's time, So, pay close attention.
I think I missed it.
Will that be in the exam?
Boo!
Take it easy now. Nothing can happen until I, press here, right? Aha! And what is that?
That's a temporal anomaly. A new layer in space-time that possesses all the known characteristics of interim time.
I see. Like a balloon, slowly being filled.
No. Not like a balloon in any way at all.
Why not? I like balloons. And what is that?
Oh, no.
This isn't a weather experiment. It's a time experiment. Easy to confuse, I know. That's already abnormal enough. That's already up. Remember, observe the anomaly, take notes, and give me a good evaluation at ratemyprof.org.
Vale.
Here, kitty, 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 kitty. Stubborn as a stop sign. Somehow I doubt that'll spoil the beast. It seems I don't have the right bait for my platform. Somehow I doubt spoil. even more. Platypuses, at least
Vale, algo voy a necesitar.
it flows downhill, but it flows.
Algo voy a necesitar. Vamos a salir. Vale, wow, aquí hay 890.000 cosas. A ver, ¿qué tenemos aquí? Una cabra.
It seems to be the university mascot. In professional circles, this kind of thing is called boomerang understatement.
Vale, pues tenemos una cabra, lo más normal del mundo. Una piñata.
Hey, stay away from our junk ball training bag.
Training bag? That looks to me more like a Drexican pinata.
Typical sighted person. It's not always about how things look.
But rather that it rains candy?
No, but that doesn't hurt, right?
What are you doing?
What does it look like?
Oh, of course. You couldn't know. Oh, of course you couldn't know. It looks like two blind chickens wandered into the field.
Further proof, if it were needed, that eyesight counts for nothing. We are professionals in our field.
Uh-huh. Hitting the old junk ball?
Battering smartasses.
Oh.
Don't worry. He hasn't completed his training yet. That's why he's using the training bag.
No sé, ¿te vale con esto?
Do not disturb. He must
Does he keep?
Not if you keep breaking his... Hey, stay away from...
¿Con esto?
Hey!
Vale, Naduki. A ver, ¿qué tenemos por aquí? Puerta del laboratorio. Aquí es donde tenemos que intentar entrar.
Locked. Anything else would have been a disappointment, to be honest. The plant smells like Lonzo's back room whenever that thrash metal band comes to visit.
Vale, entonces esas hierbas las puedo colocar aquí.
Somehow I doubt that'll lure the platypus in. Spoiled.
Ah, pues
No need. That's all. I think I'll just keep that minute.
Vale, pensaba que sí, pero veo que no. Vale, ¿qué más? Al frente. Aquí tenemos algo nuevo. Vamos a mirar el tablón de anuncios.
Huh. Photos of baby wombats. Deponia 4. Hey, that looks interesting. Do you want to share my lunch with me? Love to. I'm hungry. Now all I have to do is find this
Ninja
romantic ninja.
What the fuck? Vale, vale. Se ha subido aquella bandera y se ha bajado esta. Vale. Vale. Aquí no puedo hacer absolutamente nada, ¿o qué?
What are you doing here? You should be lecturing.
I just wanted to stretch my legs.
Then stretch them back to the lecture hall. And don't come back until the bell is rung. Go on then. Hop to it.
Vale, aquí abajo absolutamente nada. Entonces...
That could just make... That's already... Here, all that would do is... All that would do... All that would... All that would do... Hey, I found the scaffold!
¿Encuentra el qué? Vale, ok.
It reminds me of some...
A ver, paraguas.
Somehow... Spoiled.
Una hierba.
Here, it... Here... It obviously doesn't know what... Somehow I... spoiled. Somehow I... Does one of you by any chance go by the name of Romantic Ninja?
Mr. Rufus, please don't.
You're Romantic Ninja?
How embarrassing.
Did you know that he's a romantic ninja? That according to this note, he bears the black belt in the arts of love.
I wish the ground would just swallow me up.
No, we didn't know that.
Moo.
That must be because he merges with the shadows of loneliness. Or so it is written by him. Luckily, I found this note because if you are threatened on the battlefield of love, which apparently applies to me,
Threatened? My katana's ripped your heart to shreds.
he offers the following. Do you want to share my lunch with me?
Here, you can have it. I've lost my appetite.
Thank you, Romantic Ninja. Your courage and generosity will not be forgotten.
Pues esto es lo que nos servirá para...
Platypuses, they spit out and then... It seems... Platypuses, they spit out and then... Platypuses, and then they complain that everything was better. Platypuses only eat, they spit out anything fresh. And then all that would do is plug things.
Pan duro y como...
He's romantic and ninja. It already has it. No need, that's already... I think I'll just that minute.
Do not dis... He must... Does he... Not if you keep breaking his... Hey!
Go, Rufus Rubber Arm! Nothing. This whole time travel thing seems to negate my superpowers. Go, Roof... this whole... Go, Roof... Now, what would happen if I were to hold this lunch in there?
Me! Time passes much quicker in the anomaly than outside. So, the sandwich will get old.
Well, anyone could have foreseen that. Now it's only good for duck food, and I have to cut my fingernails again. Here, kitty. Ha! He seems to like that. I'm obviously on the right... Good bait catches fine fish, unless you're into worms, in which case you can cut out the middleman.
Vale.
Let's see if this can motivate him. Yikes! What's going on?
Me!
Stereo monocle?
My name's Norbert, Professor.
Nerdbert? I can remember that. And your answer is?
The inflow of energy caused the expansion of the anomaly to increase. We're now inside simulated interim time.
And then all of a sudden, time just flies by.
Mama. She said only inside the bubble.
Correct answer, but points off for interrupting. Underbite Valkyrie.
Her name is Hildebrain.
Huh, her parents were jokers, were they?
No, Scraplanders. She's an exchange student.
And I'm Daniel Glandular.
And am I supposed to remember that now, or what?
La campana.
Yippee! School's out.
Don't you want to turn the anomaly off first?
Lesson 2, never want to do something that somebody else can do. So, the method's enough to you. And, now?
It won't stop thrashing about.
I can see that. And what was that?
It's coming from your coat.
The other platypus is crying.
All right. Nothing but trouble. The anomaly is blocked, but at least I'm not losing any time while I'm trapped in here. How do you stop that thing?
Have you pressed the button yet?
Nothing! Because there's no point. Oh man, you're just guessing.
Just as you taught us to.
Huh, now I'm actually a little proud of you.
Shame.
Oh, just when it was getting exciting.
Boo!
Everything comes to an end. Get used to it. Hey!
And? Were you able to stem the damage that my son has wreaked upon those poor students?
Stem? I eradicated it. Which damage were you referring to?
Those stupid ideas about time travel, of course. Junior claims, in all seriousness, to be able to create time anomalies. He says he's built a machine in his shed that can travel back and forth through time. And then he holds lectures on the subject behind my back. Thankless firebrand.
Firebrand? He always seemed to me to be so careful, downright boring.
Ugh, I wish. Imagine it. My son, of all people, a dreamer, a fantasist.
Un genio, porque
Yes,
crear una máquina
an
del tiempo
anarchist.
Honestly? Huh.
no es moco de pavo, ya te lo digo.
Hands off. That's the key to Junior's laboratory. The whole place is contaminated with crazy ideas.
Mira, ¿te parto la cara o qué?
Birds don't need warning signs. They're free! Free! And if they want to fly into stained glass windows, they have the right to do so.
Pues vale.
It is so a pipe. You can't pull the wool over a Rufus's eyes.
Ok, vale, tengo yo aquí ahora cosas.
You can just put that.
Vale.
You can just put that.
Esto me puede servir.
My old pipe. That's just what I need right now. Oh, strong stuff, this tobacco. It it reminds me of my college days. We were so crazy back then. So, Lala, this is very good for us. We experimented with
Y ya puedo coger la llave, ¿no?
plants, time, and with women.
I don't really want to hear that.
Mrs. McChronicle was one hot.
Ah, too much information.
I was even more. My mother didn't like it at all. She never wanted me to go. I was supposed to take over my father's business, Rocco McChronicle. He said playing with time would only end in tears. What my butt from my girlfriend. I was already 25. Oh.
Dios mío, ya, por favor.
May I?
I don't know. If you...
Sure.
Yippee!
Perfecto, maravilloso, vale, era todo lo que necesitaba. ¿Para qué
You're sure going to town?
The tobacco started. I wasn't gonna smoke it. Where's the nicotine chewing gum when you need it?
Vale. A ver, ¿y si hablo con este?
Psst. McDiaper Pants. Your father is distracted. We can go.
Go without me. He's right. I need to think about my errors.
No, he isn't. There are temporal anomalies.
I know. We created them, and as a result, ruined everything.
What, and your plan is to give up now? When everything is at its worst?
Don't you understand? It's always at its worst. This here is no loop. It's a downward spiral.
¿Te pego o qué? Bueno, a ver. ¿Los cristales quizás sean para la cabra? Pregunto.
All that would do is...
No. Era por probar.
I think I'll just keep my stuff at minimum.
Vale. La llave.
Oh boy, this looks just a touch more complicated to me. Something tells me that for once, I'm actually going to require a little assistance.
A ver, ¿qué tenemos aquí? Un grifo de cobre.
Yeah, this is nothing but waste oil. Somehow I had expected
Vale,
liquid
ya sé.
bronze.
Vale, esto sí es para la cabra. Para que se caiga.
Yeah.
Vale, antes de nada, voy a probar eso. ¿Qué haces?
Ah, you're still here.
Of course, Mr. Rufus. After all, we are on the cusp of an epical discovery.
And anyway, there are junk ball jocks waiting outside the lecture hall again.
They'll have to wait. We are going on an excursion. Pack your things. We're off to... the neighboring building. Thanks, Hildebrain. Somewhat misplaced, but you still get a star.
Wow! Cool!
Impressive, isn't it? What is it?
Me!
Ah, Nerdbird?
Oh, an impulse-induced tachyon field generator?
Popularly known as a... anyone? Perhaps Chubby over there.
Time portal machine?
Time portal machine, precisely. Because it creates a time portal. But where? Sure, of course, the interim time. The turquoise tunnel, as we experts also call it. And now, for the master question. How to turn that thing on.
Turn it on? But,
All right, people, I want discussion.
That thing at the front must be the tachyon tank.
What, the milk bottle with the bicycle pump?
You need a substance that emits tachyons.
Ugh, by the smell, I'd say it used to contain feta cheese.
And you have to adjust the nozzles so they concentrate on the thinnest place in space-time. You can detect a so-called potential portal with 4D glasses.
4D glasses, feta cheese, anything else?
You're not intending to open a portal into interim time, are you?
And why not?
McChronicle says it's too dangerous. It could perforate the whole of space-time.
Oh, hogwash. The proof of the pudding is in the eating. You can't win if you don't buy a ticket.
Will that be in the exam?
Sí, apunta. Vale. A ver, voy a probar un momento, porque al final creo que el aceite entonces no va a ser... Es que si pone algo aquí de la canaleta, tío...
Away with the stuff.
Vale, y pongo los cristales ahora.
All that would do is...
Vale. Entonces, si yo ahora cambio, se cae en donde... Exactamente, eso. Pero ¿y dónde está la piñata?
Hey, stay away from our junk ball training bag.
That's not a...
Ha! Nice. I may be blind, but my other senses are all the I can hear the room. And I can smell in your facial expression that...
yeah, that one, and not yesterday's... And...
What's going on? My mucous membranes are swelling up. Oh, anaphylactic shock. It's my goat's hair allergy. My eyes are burning.
Bravo! You finally hit something dead on. My sense of humor. That reminds me of my brief... I still don't know how...
Pero, ¿y la piñata, tío? Hombre, no me hace gracia el hecho de tener que pegarle a la cabra, ¿sabes? O sea, me acaba de dejar muy guatafa ahora mismo, ¿vale? Pero... Son
As long as the tank is empty, no pressure can be built there. As long as the tank is empty, no...
¿Y qué quieres esto?
No way, until my No way, until my... Who can tell me what this is? Junk? Either that, or a set of 4D glasses.
No, it's junk.
They're not finished yet, okay?
Claro, no están terminadas. Necesito...
Hey, these pieces of glass would be perfect for my 4D glasses. Just a shame that they don't stick together on their own. No way until my 4D glasses are finished. Even more oil? Now everything just slides. So children, time to... What do you need to...
Ooh, some 4D glass. They are...
Except... Full mark. I'm proud of you.
We're the smart kids, remember?
Of course you are. After all, you learned from the Professor
Mom.
Yeah. Even more... Now...
Pues necesito algo... Para pegar...
Hey, stay away from our...
No sé, voy a hablar con esta, ¿eh?
Come on, Mac. I need your help.
With what?
You're right. I can handle it without... Better not. He's so relaxed. That is not remarkable, considering it...
Necesito un pegue. ¿De dónde saco yo un pegue?
Aha!
Vale.
Someone was chewing gum in my class and didn't give me any, except for the fresh box lunch. It's gonna rain homework!
Vale.
The gum is already much too old. And besides, gluing colorful shards of broken glass together with bubble gum? Ha! That's totally unrealistic. I don't know much about the production of nicotine gum, but I have chewing gum, and that contains nicotine.
Perfecto, vale.
Should work, right?
Qué asco, por Dios.
I'm feeling fandabadozy. Hey, where's the nicotine chewing?
Aquí, tío. Ah, vale, espérate, toma.
Nicotine chewing gum? Oh boy, I've just realized that I've got the munchies. Wait, I'll just put my toothy pegs back in. Montastic!
Qué asco,
Yummy!
tío. Vale, entonces con esto me sirve para las gafas.
Ta-da! I present to you the 4D glasses! Makes potential time portals visible and raises cinema admission prices by the power of 2.
Vale, ahora ponte las gafas.
Who can tell me what this is?
Are those supposed to be 4D glasses?
It is a set of 4D glasses.
Is that stained glass from a window?
Don't touch! That is a highly sensitive, scientific whatnot. Ta-da! I present to you the 4D glasses! Makes potential time portals visible and raises cinema admission prices by the power of 2. I see a kind of ring.
I know. That must be a place where the dimension membrane between here and interim time is especially thin.
Not thinner than your derivation, nerdo. Exactly, Hildy. It's in the middle of the machine.
Oh, good. Then we don't need to calibrate it at all.
Fortune has changed sides. Now the idiots are completely screwed. Here, space-time is thin enough. Now, I just need to... As long as the tank is empty, no pressure can be built there. As long as it smells like a professional scientist needs no further evidence to know what to do now. So, children, time to review the material. What do you need?
We already know where the potential portal is. Now we need the fuel.
Yeah.
Hey, I already... Where do you think the... From my wife. She's always bleating on at me. But how, pray tell, would a goat manage to get...
Okay. Suppose... Can I still milk it?
But be careful, sometimes they bite.
Vale, ya tengo el queso feta.
Who can tell me why it's a good idea to put feta cheese into the tank?
You probably built some 4D glasses and realized that the cheese emits tachyons, right?
And now, the follow-up question. What color are tachyons?
She means pink.
Then it is proven. Feta cheese emits tachyons. Write that down.
There! The portal is open!
But that's way too small.
Maybe there isn't enough pressure on the tachyon jets.
More pressure? No problem. I'm a professional when it comes to generating pressure.
Daniel!
Gadzooks! There was another potential portal hidden under the carpet.
What are we gonna do now?
Yeah, but who knows if it's safe?
Nothing ventured, nothing gained.
McGronicle!
Hurrah!
The tachyons must have spread out in the near vicinity of the portal. There's a relatively high probability that they have opened a portal to Kubat.
And how high is high?
Haven't a clue. 1 in 1,000 maybe?
And that's good?
Relative. It's the only chance that we're going to get. And also, one more than we really deserve.
Speaking of which, I still have to pick goal up.
That means the leap into the unknown without any guarantee of being able to return has got to wait.
No, I'd rather go get her right away. Goal! We did it! The guys and I have opened a time portal!
Wow, well done.
Don't be like that. I told you, I'll make it right again.
And I told you, go away.
Oh, come on, Goal. Take off the hat and...
Hey, hands off! I do understand where you're coming from. After all, that palaver with the platypus puppet theater wasn't exactly subtle, was it?
Puppet theater? Oh, that yes, that was intentional.
But look at them. They're both trapped, without any hope. I'll never be able to escape my hamster wheel.
Wait, you think you're the platypus in the hamster wheel?
Of course. That one is clearly female. Look at her, she...
Ha! I knew it! There is hope!
You're right. It is the male.
At least she's now free.
Yes. Wow. Look how happy she is.
She'll recover. On the other hand, one shouldn't overuse metaphors.
¿Esto qué?
What's this?
Hey, give it back!
When did you do that?
While you were gadding about the fairground. What about it?
And you got past the lover mat with that?
Well, someone had to make sure that things could carry on.
But then why are you so angry? Because we're not together in the photo?
No, because we are. An illusion. A snapshot giving the wrong picture. Or do you think that at the end of the day, we'll be sticking that picture into our photo album? Everything here is going to have to end up being undone and reversed, so that we can save the world, so that there will be no Fulocks on Elysium. That's how it has to be, right?
No, it isn't.
Then tell me one thing that will still remain of our adventures. If you can do that, then I'm happy to come.
Easy.
Oof.
In the end, there's always one thing that remains. There. Look at that.
Hitchcraft?
Hope. It doesn't matter. Let's go.
Salvados por la campana.
What the? What now? That looks like that interim we crossed in the time pod. But where did this city come from? And where are Goal and McChronicle? They jumped through the portal right before I did.
Hey, you! Fulock! Get off of my porch!
A local. Can you tell me where I've landed?
In my turnip patch!
Wait a minute. Don't I know you? You're Glandula, the romantic ninja. Just old and ugly. How is that possible?
Are you trying to talk your head off?
Don't you mean, am I trying to talk your ear off?
Not if I got my gun pointed right.
Oh.
Funny.
One step closer and I'll blow your turnip out.
But Glandy, it's me, Professor Rufus. Doesn't that ring a bell?
Professor Rufus? Yeah, that's it. He was the guy who's the thing for all of this. Just junk crabs and mites for years on end. What about him?
I killed him.
Well done. Now get out of my yard.
All right.
Vale, ok, vamos a echar un guardadito. Vale, pues estamos con el niño. ¿Esto qué es? ¿Para arriba? ¿Para el lado? Bueno, vamos para el lado.
Where the hell have I landed?
Are you lost, stranger?
No, I have a photographic sense of direction and always know exactly where I am. It's just the when has been a little confusing lately.
When doesn't mean a thing round here. You're in interim time, a space alongside the past, present,
and future, I know.
I was gonna say perishable food. We don't have anything like a future here. Rumor has it there used to be one. The portal building authorities are digging around looking for it in the foundations of interim time. But if you ask me, it's just newfangled nonsense.
No future.
2 other newcomers passed by here earlier. They asked about the future too. Friends of yours, perhaps?
Impossible. They were just with me.
Maybe out there. Here in interim time, the clocks tick a little different.
I see they have a few more hands, too.
Well, welcome to Paradox City. My name's Rocco McChronicle. If you've got any questions, I'll be happy to help you,
Rufus. And actually, I do have a couple.
Vale.
Rocco What the hell did you say? Are you Rocco McChronicle, the father of Dean Angus McChronicle Sr., and therefore our McChronicle's grandfather?
You must have confused me with someone else. I don't have a son, and if I did, I'm sure he wouldn't have become a dean. After all, I'm running a family business here.
Maybe we shouldn't talk about it. The last thing I need now is to accidentally prevent McChronicle's birth. You've seen my friends?
A sexy chick accompanied by a clever, handsome guy?
Not really. We were separated.
Well, 2 strangers certainly passed by earlier on. They met the old hermit. It looked as though they knew each other. They headed off to her farm, turn left at the town hall, and then continue up that way.
Where the hell am I?
You're in Paradox City, the city between times.
Aren't we always between times?
Excuse me?
You know, present and future.
Yes, I suppose. Although, here we're not so much between the future. That doesn't exist here.
What does that mean, you have no future?
That's what I said. If that's what you're interested in, then ask the people at the Portal Building Authorities. They're always talking about the future, and they're trying to dig one up from the junk beneath the city. Absolute madmen, if you ask me. We've never had a future here, and we've managed quite happily without it so far, thank you very much.
Pero ya está Rufus aquí, así que...
I urgently need to get to Kuvat.
Doesn't ring any bells. Is it beyond interim time?
Of course.
Then you'd better be off asking the guys from the Portal Building Authorities. They map the portals and know where each one leads.
Hey, that's the time pod.
That there? That's been there since before I arrived. My father was going to repair it. That's why he founded the garage. Apparently it stopped being so important at some point. Like everything here.
Ah, you obviously cannot help me.
I'm sorry, buddy.
Vale. Este es el abuelo, la cápsula que el padre había arreglado no sé qué, pero después como que el padre de nuestro Macron, la madre como que le había dicho lo que nos estaba contando mientras estaba fumado, básicamente. Entonces... Vale. 1, 2, 3, 4... ¿Máquinas del tiempo?
You can't... Nope. People these days just don't trust one another anymore. You can't... People these days just...
Lógico. Vale, vamos a entrar aquí.
Oh, there you are.
Howdy, Rufus.
You wouldn't believe who I met in the city.
My granddad. I know. He didn't recognize me.
No wonder. To him, you're not even born yet.
I guess I never will be. Even the slightest interventions change the timeline. In all probability, we prevented the birth of my father already.
Hogwash. I've seen everything possible and impossible in the last while, but nothing even remotely resembling a timeline. The whole thing is more like a fuzzy, knotted time scheme than anything else.
It's okay, Rufus. I'm doing just fine. Isn't it incredibly interesting here?
Yeah, very picturesque. But we have to get a move on. Don't you remember? Where's Gold?
In the farmhouse, but there's no reason to hurry. Here in interim time...
The clocks run differently, I already know. Still, no reason to take our foot off the gas. One of these portals must lead to Kuvat. We used it earlier ourselves.
Yeah, it's that one there.
That one? I actually expected a few mind-bending puzzles first. But, so much the better. Wait here. I'll go get Gold, and then we can go get our future back.
Una mantequera rota. Vale, este es el portal. Espérate. Vamos a ver. ¿Qué hay aquí? What? Manivela.
Don't you dare! Or do you have some kind of death wish that involves being ripped to shreds by a pack of Fulocks?
Well, I thought nothing ventured, nothing gained.
Don't think, soldier. It's war out here. And in war, there were only losers.
Vale, porque aquí hay cosas que puedo coger. Vale, ¿qué más tenemos aquí? Cubos de basura.
What are those trash cans for?
Hey, keep your hands off. That's where we keep the seeds so they don't go bad. And so the wombats can't get at them. Those critters are getting worse by the day. Almost as bad as the Fulocks. I catch them meddling with the bins all the time. That's why I always keep my eyes on both sides. My wife says I've started to squint. It's a good job it's so quiet on the Fulock front. We're not equipped for a war on two fronts.
Vale, no están preparados para combatir en dos frentes. Perfecto. Algo
Hey there! Do not distract me. I've got to stay alert. Or do you have some kind of death wish that involves being ripped to shreds by a pack of Fulocks?
You have a Fulock problem here?
What does it look like to you, huh?
Hysterical overreaction?
Vale. ¿Qué más tenemos por aquí? Tenemos esto, que parece una tienda. Un bar, vale. Dios mío, qué estrés, todos los relojes así moviéndose. Cacahuetes.
Mmm, peanuts. Tasty.
What? You've eaten Mikey!
What? But, oh no, I thought you were peanuts.
Don't worry. Mikey was an ass anyway.
And we are peanuts.
Sapient peanuts from another time. Delicious and clever.
What do you know? Can I maybe take you along anyway? The way things are going here, I'll probably have to make you into peanut butter.
No. To be honest with you, we wouldn't like that.
Let him speak. Maybe he's got a good reason.
A good reason to turn us into peanut butter? Oh, yeah, true. He hasn't given us one yet.
Yeah, why does he want to do that?
On principle.
Ha! On principle, he says.
That's pathetic. Ugh.
Wrong answer, matey.
Well, then maybe as travel provisions.
Now you're really getting my goat.
First Mikey, and now this.
You greedy gannet.
What I meant was for love.
Wow, now that's what I call a proper answer.
Oh, we'd be happy to sacrifice ourselves for love.
Yippee! Me first.
But one more question. How exactly does it help love if we're made into peanut butter?
Oh, yeah.
I'd like to know that too.
Let him speak.
I want to win back Goal's affection.
Oh, that's so sweet.
I don't know.
I'm not convinced either.
But this is Goal we're talking about.
Yeah, but who's Goal? I mean, do we even know her?
I certainly don't know her.
Oh, true. So how do we know if you're a good match?
Goal is also more of a long-term goal.
Huh?
Well, how do you mean?
Oh, it's so cryptic.
Love needs no further explanation.
No explanation, no deal.
No, sir.
Find someone else to make into peanut butter.
Okay, I'll tell you. You're right, just forget I said anything.
No probs, matey.
No offense.
Come back again once you've thought of a valid reason, you pillock.
Así que necesito estos cacahuetes para triturarlos. Lo más normal del mundo. Rita.
We're out of Fulock soup. We've got toast and milk. And I'm also available on the cheap. My name's Rita. Are you single?
No. Yes. It's complicated.
Don't waste my time. I'm almost 40 and I'm a waitress in the city with no future. Do you really think I'm interested in listening to you moaning on?
Well, you asked. I just wanted to...
Tick tock, tick tock. Do you hear that? That's my biological clock. Order something, propose to me, or move over for the next in line.
One order of toast and milk, please.
Got any money?
Nope.
Then your girlfriend must be blind.
Do you have a time machine?
Do you think I'd look like this if I had one? Time machines have become quite rare. Maverick has an instant change, but he'd rather run over his grandfather than take someone else on board. And then there's Vince, but he can only offer deterministic time travel. Firstly, that's boring, and secondly, Vince smells of prunes. Otherwise, I only know of the old time pod in Rocco's garage. No idea if that still works. So, if you need passage, just forget it. We're all stranded here. The best thing you can do is get married as quickly as possible.
Busy here. Anything free today?
Yeah, a tip for your girlfriend. As long as she hasn't got a ring on her finger, she shouldn't let her man walk around the city on his own.
No, I meant the food.
Why didn't you say so? We're out of Fulock soup. We've got toast and milk. Any other questions?
Yeah, I think I'll pass.
I hear that quite often. I really should unsubscribe from that dating platform.
Vale, después tenemos aquí al joven inconformista y después tenemos a alguien en el baño.
Oh no! The Fulock soup! I'm gonna get fired for sure. My whole future depends on this job.
I thought there was no future here.
There is for me. My future self is sitting over there in the corner. He says that if I don't try a lot harder, I'll never be as successful as, well, me. He
save, work hard, and sign up to a pension plan. Otherwise, I'll never drive a sleek Instant Change 5. And then, well, it would all be for nothing.
Why don't you just make a new suit?
I can't. We've run out of fuel-lock ribs. Oh, man. What a disaster.
Vale, después tenemos a...
That time traveler apparently comes from a completely different ethnic background. This is where my respect for foreign cultures and my diplomatic tact come into play.
Ooga, ooga.
Good day, sir. I don't believe I've had the pleasure. May I introduce myself? My name is Ang.
Hello. You understand what I say?
But of course, communication is one of the most important attributes for the profession in which I work. I'm a trader, and it would be a true conviviality to engage in business with you. I vend in medicinal herbs for a healthy intestinal flora, in exchange for vintage art from the Neolithic period.
I give stone. You give fart mash.
I couldn't have put it better myself.
Vale, ok. En el aseo, a ver quién tenemos aquí.
Occupied. You plan on being done in the crapper anytime soon?
Don't rush me. I suffer from severe temporal constipation.
Temporal constipation? Not perhaps temporal diarrhea?
No, I'm over that. But how the crap...
Surprise, surprise, huh? I recognized your voice. You're the time crapper. The temporal toilet tourist, who apparently has made it his mission to clog every toilet in the entire multiverse.
End times person? Is that you? But I've only just met you. You gave me this wonderful
Yo pensaba que
toilet
era
paper.
Macroni,
The money
pero
from
no.
Cletus's suitcase. I remember. But that was my other adventure,
Fue
a
en el
version
otro
of the
juego.
future which no longer
Que yo
exists.
pensaba que era
As if a
Macroni.
huge plug were clogging everything up.
Pero resulta que es
Tell me
este.
about it. Everything was flowing just fine. Now it's come to a standstill.
Exactly. But I'll get things back up and running.
Oh, that would be great.
Así que este es el mismo. Ah, y que había viajado en el tiempo, pero yo pensaba que era Macroni. Este puede ser entonces el padre de Macroni. Pero aquel no tiene hijos, claro, todavía. Entonces, pero claro, si viaja en el tiempo, ay, es que no sé. Pero sí me acuerdo de él, que yo pensaba que era Macroni, pero no. Era el del baño de la mansión aquella del anterior juego, vale. Pues necesitas un de esto para relajarte, ¿sabes? Lo que de este, tío. Para
I
dársela que-
give...
Yes, that pretty much sums...
Vale, vamos a hablar con este.
Is that your ride out there?
Why? Have I blocked you in?
No, don't worry.
Shame. So why are you asking?
Well, you left the lights on. If you give me the key, then...
Nice try. Not only does the instant change coupe make time travel possible without that bothersome time branching, it also has the automatically adjusting headlights since the 5 series.
That's a nice device. No two ways about it.
Every time traveler's dream. For a long time, I thought I'd never be able to afford more than the 2 series, the so-called butter churn, but I was ambitious. I wanted the 5 series more than anything else. I've slogged and slaved, shed blood, sweat, and tears, scrimped and saved again. And now that I've got there, the only thing that still gives me any joy is pushing around other people who don't slave away as hard as I did back then. For example, my former self, that lazy slacker. He should have served me a bowl of delicious Fulux soup ages ago. But do you see any delicious Fulux soup around here, huh? I don't. If he doesn't start moving my ass soon, I could be due a real ass chewing.
Ah, amigo, es este, el joven inconformista, el viejo inconformista. Claro. Vale. Curioso. Este lo he visto yo en algún lado. Lo he tenido que ver en otro juego. Es porque estos son viajadores del tiempo, en teoría. Porque el del aseo es el del juego. Este tío... ¿Y Rita? Rita, tío, me suena... Este también me suena, tío.
Do you own one of the time machines out there?
But of course, my young friend. I call it the retardis.
Retardis.
Why is everyone laughing?
Because they have no idea. The retardis is a jewel in the crown of time travel technology.
He said jewel.
Mr. Vincent is neglecting to tell you that his antediluvian vehicle cannot undertake genuine time travel. Only deterministic time travel.
You can't change the past with it. You're stuck there until you've recreated the condition of the timeline at the point of departure.
Huh? Don't listen to them. A trip in the retardis is always worth it. If you like, I can take you on a little spin. All I need is a portal map with precise space-time coordinates on it. Just ask the lads at the portal building authorities.
Me suena, ¿vale? Me suena. Y Rita también, tío. ¿En dónde los he visto, tío? Claro, estos son viajadores del tiempo. Bueno, siguiente. Aquí. Vale, tenemos el arquitecto, el obrero, la sirena.
Oh no, fuel lock alarm.
Oh, again? Oh, that means we'll have to take another compulsory break.
No, it doesn't mean that. One can't keep the future waiting.
Why? Has he got somewhere to go?
Yoo-hoo, I have a question.
Keep it short, I've got work to do. We're about to make the breakthrough into the future. I can already smell it.
Sorry, it's the excitement.
Vale, tengo un tiempo. Vale, primero voy a hablar con esto, pues no sabía. Yo pensaba, lo de la sirena pensaba que era, yo qué sé, quitar o algo, el sonido, algo. Pero vale, veo que tengo un tiempo. Que la alerta será para aquel que estaba de vigilancia. Vale. A ver.
What exactly are you doing here?
We suspect there may be a so-called future in sediment beneath the city. That's why we started to hollow out its foundations.
Aren't you worried that that could make the city somehow, I don't know, slide maybe?
The chances always offset the risks. The unimaginative rednecks up there have no idea what a rough diamond they have right under their feet. They see no further than the base that guarantees their apartments stay standing. I see street cafes, Martin, office spaces, and affordable lofts for fashionable high-income earners.
Such as architects working for the portal building authorities, for example?
Exactly.
Any progress?
How could there possibly be any when I keep getting interrupted by such trivialities?
Well, I thought progress couldn't be stopped. I still don't understand exactly what that hole there is supposed to have to do with the future.
But it's so very simple. We want to attract a solvent clientele. Time travelers who are literally not born yesterday. A portal to the future would put a paradox city back on the map. The saying goes, continuous growth through development in interim time. And we're creating the attractions for that.
You spit when you talk. I have to get to Kuvak one day before the end of time.
Wait.
Kuvak.
Unlucky and unluckiness. We do have a portal to Kuvak, but that's on the old Hermit's land, so it's not connected to the time travel superhighway yet. We've been fighting for that right-of-way for ages.
I'll let you get on with your work.
Finally! I was afraid I'd miss out on the future, all because of you.
Vale. Ahora vamos a hablar con el obrero.
What are you reading?
Hey, this is the future issue of hats.
Los sombreros.
What else? And are helmets making a comeback?
Oh, sadly not. In the future, all manual work will be performed by machine.
That would be great. Then no one would have to work.
Why do you think I work so hard? Certainly not for the money. This job is so badly paid that I need a second one to make ends meet.
And what's your second job?
I write fake reviews for an ad finance rating portal that compares free comparison sites for buying building machinery.
Huh. If only we finally had machines that could relieve us of all these important tasks.
Vale, pues voy a sonar la alarma.
Oh.
Corre. ¿Dónde era? ¿Aquí?
Dream. I can't see anything.
Vale, los cubos, corre.
He really earned the diversion. He really earned...
Vale, ¿la palanca?
Don't you dare!
Y tío, ¿para qué es?
He really earned the diversion.
Nothing. Must have been a false alarm.
Hey, keep your hands. You'll contact.
All I need, Annan.
Vale. Vale. Vamos de nuevo. Porque claro, lo único que tengo son mantequera. Vale, pues me queda la granja.
Hey, Goal? No time for coffee. Time to move. Wait a second. Am I counting right? Your goal? Your goal too.
And you are almost as perceptive as when I left you, Rufus, savior of the world, suicidal time traveler.
You forgot butt model. But how can that be? What are you doing here? Which goal are you?
She's the goal that you rescued from the future.
Yeah, and in return, she left me and Mac on Elysium, stole the time machine, and whoosh! That was the thanks we got.
I've not got such a talent for dramatic endings as you.
And you didn't get far either.
Yes. Perhaps I was a bit too quick off the mark there. When I arrived in interim time, there was no future anymore. The tunnel had simply come to an end,
por eso estaba la
and the
máquina del tiempo
autopilot
allí.
was steering me directly at it. I had to crash land and was stranded. For us, only a few hours had passed. For her, it's been a lifetime.
Why didn't you use one of the portals?
The portals only opened much later. At first, they were all out of reach. Then the Deponians started to throw their trash into interim time. The time travelers also started arriving from all sorts of pasts. Most were stranded here like me. We built Paradox City from the trash. We tried to reach the portals, but none of them led to the right time. Then, when the first children were born, we realized that we had built ourselves a new home.
But now I'm here. So come on,
what the fuck?
What was that? An earthquake?
We've only had one of those once before. The time when the portals opened.
Yeah, never a dull moment around here. Don't run off. I'm gonna go have a look.
Ya no está.
Oh, come on. Where's the portal to Kuvak? And the others? All gone.
I think I have an explanation. When the tachyons poured into the open portal unchecked just now in the lab, we didn't only open the one portal, but also all the surrounding ones too. Portals leading to completely different places in time. As time passes much faster in here, they were open for years. A whole city was built whilst you fetched gold from the university. Shortly after you stepped through the portal, the anomaly closed behind you. In the lab, this was a blink of the eye. Here, countless minutes.
You mean this city only exists because we opened the portal earlier?
Really makes you think, eh?
Yeah, like for example, how do we get out of here now that the portals are closed?
I was thinking more of the moral implications. Well, what will happen to the people here if we restore the old timeline? Are we even allowed to do that?
I can't see any signs.
I noticed that too.
Wow.
You should get it looked at.
Vale, gente, vamos a ir dejándolo por aquí. O sea, esto es tan what the fa, o sea, son que si paradojas, que si saltos en el tiempo, que si no sé qué, que tiki tiki miau miau, o sea, madre mía, pero por lo menos ahora me está gustando más el juego porque no es repetitivo en el sentido de vuelves atrás en el tiempo a hacer otra vez todo lo que has hecho, pero de otra manera y así sucesivamente. Eso se me hacía tedioso. De momento me está volviendo a encantar y no se me está haciendo tedioso de momento porque no estoy repitiendo, ¿sabes? El tener que volver atrás en el tiempo y otra vez hacer cosas que ya había hecho, sino vamos avanzando. Y eso me parece maravilloso. Una locura, gente. Una locura con tantos que si saltos en el tiempo, paradojas, multiversos, una locura porque hace que los otros 3 juegos ¿sabéis? Es como estando en este juego es como si los otros 3 juegos no los hayas jugado, en el sentido porque aquí estás en el pasado, pero después pasas al futuro de los juegos que has jugado. O sea, es una locura, ¿vale? Al final conseguimos llegar al Elysium, o sea, los otros 3 juegos anteriores intentando Rufus llegar al Elysium, y en este llegas al Elysium y lo destrozas. Pero de momento no está destrozado porque viajamos en el tiempo. O sea, es una... Y vimos a Rufus de viejo, nada más de empezar, que destrozaba todo. Ese va a ser el final del juego y de la saga en el que Rufus dice sayonara baby, pum, aprieta el botón, se acabó, porque este es el último juego de la saga, ¿vale? Y entonces es como para cerrar, dice, mira, pum, chao. ¿Será así como vimos al principio del juego este? ¿Será así como termine realmente el juego? Es que, wow, o sea, es un... da mucho que pensar en este cuarto juego, ¿sabes? Porque los otros 3, vale, tú solo avanzas y tal, y esto, lo otro. Pero es que en este, tío, es una locura, con paradojas, con multiversos, con viajes en el tiempo, ¿sabes? Viajes temporales, que si en el pasado, que si en el futuro, que si no sé qué, o sea, es una locura. Es un quebradero de cabeza, ¿no? Te quedas como, a ver, pero entonces no sé qué, no sé cuánto, tal. Y resulta que nos hemos topado con el tipo del baño, que yo pensaba que era este, ¿vale? Que era McCronic. Pero... no. Resulta que era un viajador del tiempo en sí. Yo pensaba que era McCronic y ya está, el que viajaba en el tiempo, pero no. Hemos descubierto que hay muchos viajadores del tiempo. Como si fuera esto una profesión, ¿sabes? Es en plan de, bueno, gente, pues ¿sabéis a lo que me voy a dedicar yo? A viajar en el tiempo, ¿sabes? Lo más normal del mundo. Así que, entonces, el cagón del baño del anterior juego en la mansión era, pues, el chico que vimos allí. Y era un viajador del tiempo. Y los otros personajes que estaban ahí, que son viajadores del tiempo, pero que se quedaron atrapados en la paradoja, incluso la cual de aquí fue la que nos robó la máquina del tiempo, que tenía ya el pelo corto, y es ella, porque se quedaron atrapados aquí. Pero yo creo, este no será el tejón, pero aquí es una cría, sino el del anillo, el que tuvimos que luchar con él. Pero aquí es en cría. Allí estaba en adulto. Bueno, me suena mucho Rita y me suena también el viejo aquel que creo que lo he visto, tío, pero es que ahora no recuerdo mucho los otros 3 juegos. Son muchos personajes los que aparecen en cada juego de Deponia, pues aparecen muchos personajes, ¿vale? Pero me suenan de haberlo visto. Entonces, claro, son viajadores del tiempo y me da que los hemos visto en anteriores juegos del Deponia. Por ejemplo, el cagón sé que lo vimos en el juego anterior, en la mansión. Y me da que los otros los hemos visto a lo mejor en el primer juego, en el segundo. Lo que pasa es que no me acuerdo ahora, es que hay tantos personajes. Pero wow. Vale, el concepto está muy chulo, me encanta. Es un poco quebradero de cabeza, la verdad, pero me encanta. Y de momento el modo de juego así me gusta mucho más, ¿vale? Porque que tengas que estar repitiendo las cosas una y otra vez se me hace muy tedioso. Porque que lo hagas una vez o dos, vale. Pero desde que habíamos empezado el juego con lo del elefante rosa y todo, tener que repetir, ¿sabes? Viajar otra vez así, retroceder en el tiempo, otra vez todo lo que has hecho, volverlo a hacer y tal, y se hacía muy pesado, ¿vale? Muy pesado. Después en el Elysium también, retrocediendo en el tiempo, tal, no sé. Y era muy tedioso, gente. Pero ahora de momento me está volviendo a enganchar otra vez porque vamos avanzando, que es lo que me interesa, no retroceder otra vez a hacer lo que has hecho, retroceder otra vez a hacer lo que has hecho, pero con otra cosa, y así es que se me hace muy pesado. Así que bueno, gente, vamos a ir dejándolo por aquí. Yo no sé cuánto le queda al juego, pero creo que no le queda mucho, ¿eh? Yo creo que en el próximo vídeo lo terminamos, ¿eh? Así que nada, gente, espero que hayáis pasado un ratito entretenido y nos vemos en el próximo vídeo, ¿ok? Bye bye.